Hey, we're here. Guys, welcome to the official Tom Woods Float recap show. Not the official Replicon Tom Wood Float show that was a couple nights ago, but the official float thing. Unfortunately, Ogre had some business. He had to hit a road trip, so he may or may not be able to join us later this afternoon. But we're going to recap all the cool stuff. And anybody's got questions or things that they want to jump in, we're going to be allowing a few of the guests to join us tonight. And I'll get up here and cut it up with me and talk about their experiences at the float. So we'll just see what happens. But first off, I want to thank Drew for producing the show like he always does. He's done a great job. I'm not sure what we're going to do the rest of the year. There's some talk about us possibly doing some other stuff. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. But the cool thing is the float, the 7th annual float just happened, and it was a great success. Everybody had a great time. Thanks, Bryce. I love you, brother. Thanks for coming. Big supporter of the float. But we started off on Tuesday, and so it was a great time. A lot of people had already showed up, and they were lining up. And then I convinced probably 40 people or so to come to the Fair Alton Elks with me. And so we had a huge bus. Oh, there's the boys at Replicon. Sorry I couldn't make it on your show the other night, guys. But those guys were a huge asset. They put on 2 of the best events at the float, in my opinion. Everybody had a great time at both of them. So next time you see those boys, give them a big pat on the back because they fucking killed it. Especially Paul and DBM, just a 2-man crew. So they were carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders. Anyway, so on Tuesday night, I commandeered a 20-man bus, and I got my friend Hillary to help me wrangle all of them up, Hillary K. And so we got them all on the bus and took them all up to the Elks, and we had a great time. I mean, we had karaoke, and we had, there was food there, and probably 20 or so Elk members were there just to meet the Juggalos, and they had a great time. In fact, I was there last night, and they could not stop talking about how much they enjoyed meeting you guys. So, and I knew they would. So they had been excited about it for a long time, and it was just a great time. Everybody got kind of drunk, and I was hoping that somebody was going to show up that wasn't drinking that could drive us all back, and they never showed up. So about midnight, I decided, I think I can do it. I think I can get us back. And besides, even if I couldn't, we're probably, if we could just make it to Arkansas, because I know all the cops in Arkansas and I can get us out of it. So anyway, we all piled on the bus about midnight that night, and I got us back safe and sound. I was more sober than I thought I was. And so yeah, we made it. It was great. So that was the first of Tuesday night, or the end of Tuesday night. We all got a decent night's sleep. And then Wednesday, we hit it hard on Wednesday. Everybody piled in. And that was probably, I don't know, Cody, of course. Tom at a bar on Wednesday? Juggalos really have ruined him. I was not on a bar. It was Tuesday. Oh, you mean, yeah, I was at a bar last night. But I wasn't drinking. I was drinking Dr. Pepper because I couldn't drink anymore. I just can't drink. Not after last week. That was too much. So anyway, yeah, I'll get to that later. I'll get to the drinking part. I think I might have got alcohol poisoning after all you guys handed me vodka bottles and pickle shots and every moonshine and everything else. And I was too nice to say, I'm good. Not only did I get fucked up every night, I also caught Jugga Plague, which I'm just now starting to get over, which you can still hear it in my voice, which is fine. Oh, thanks, Chloe. No, Chloe's the best. We should have her on at some tonight. She fucking killed it at the float. She's a sweetheart. So, anyway, everybody gets loaded in. I'd say about 6, 7 o'clock, Drew, something like that. And then we start off with Pictionary, which is my signature game, the one that I've talked about all year. Replicon Radio was putting it on. Scotty D had made these amazing trophies for this thing for the captains. It was a 3-man team, and the partners got these custom necklaces, one of a kind. And so we started off, and there was 8 teams. So I was expecting 4, but there was 8 teams, and we started in the daylight. And by the time the darkness fell, we had these big spotlights on the drawing board. So I started noticing from the audience, people started swatting and shit like that. And then as it got darker, it was obvious that they were just being swarmed by these fucking moths or whatever they were. And so that was an extra added layer of difficulty for Pictionary, which I'm not sure that I disliked. I thought it was kind of interesting to try to have to concentrate and shoot the bugs at the same time. But hopefully we'll have that under a tent next year where it's a little better lit and some video boards where everybody can see what we're drawing. But we had some great competition, and Risk and Laura was on a team together, and they were doing well, and they were coming over to me. I mean, you should have seen Risk. I've never seen anybody so convinced that they were going to kick my ass, especially since I've never lost in the history of playing Pictionary. But yeah, he was talking some mad shit. It's Risk. He's kind of drunk. So anyway, they made it to the semifinals, and then they get taken out. So anyway, and then he disappears. He knows I'm going to come do some shit. So him and Laura, they fucking hightail it, which they should have. But the Schindler girls, smart as a whip, and both of them extremely talented. So I knew that they were going to be stiff competition. And sure enough, and I met them in the finals last year. They made it all the way to the championship round against me and my team. And this year, I put together my stellar team because this is what you need to win Pictionary. You got to have somebody that can draw decently well, but you got to have somebody that's versed in Juggalo, vernacular and history. And so I got Scotty D, who, he knows everything about every album, every lyric ever made. So I wanted him. And then I got Willie Hayes, which also, you don't get more Juggalo than Willie Hayes. So that was our team. And of course, the girls got up there, and it was, we'd been there for 2.5 hours, I think, in the championship round. And we had won all 3 of our rounds, and the girls just had to keep up with us. And one of the girls had their boyfriends there who was not on the same level, no offense, as the girls were. And it was his time to draw. And he got up there to draw, and they show him the card, and he just reads it out loud, which disqualified them, which means they lost, sadly. But if it had been earlier and the bugs hadn't been swarming us, I would have said, just give him another card and let him try again, because the girls were just they were killing it. So I won again, sadly. So next year, again, you'll have a chance to compete against the undefeated Pictionary champion. So that was, once we got that done, then we ran up and got main stage and the party tent going. And then we just had a great night after that. Who all played? I know that, of course, Risk and the Ice Giant, they always put on a hell of a show at Homage to the River Gods party. Let's see. Who we have here? Had Mid-South Monster. He performed. We went so long, I didn't even get to see him, but he performed the Tom Wood song maybe more than once. I'm not sure. And then Kelly Green, Spades with DJ Saika, Dr. Cryptic. They put on a hell of a show. And I think when they finally got off stage around 3:00, I think it was. And then they started karaoke after that. So that went to about 4 or 5 in the morning. I think I clocked out around 2. I think I was done because I knew that I had to float the next morning. What we got? Oh, there you go. It was the best homage. Well, it started a little bit late, and I apologize for that. But that kind of, at the float, that shit happens like every year. Our schedule always is kind of floating. But it was a great time. And then we jumped to the next morning. Everybody was ready for the float. We all piled on the bus. I think we only had one bus full of people, but we had a great time. The weather was fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Raymond was there 3 times, twice. What was the Ice Giant? 3 times, twice without you, once with you. That song gonna, yeah, yeah. The Tom Wood song was played several times. So they played it the first time, and then when I got up there, I got up there and sang it with Mid South, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I was so toasted. You thought I performed it like you might have. You don't know. It seemed like it was 3 or 4 times. Everyone that left when it started raining sucks because you missed out on a lot. Oh, that's Saturday, Brandy. That's way down the line. So we had 2 buses that went up on Thursday, but it seemed like there was I don't know, quite a few people. But the weather was amazing. The water felt great. Everybody had a great time. Oh, good. Laura got some video of that, which I can't wait. I haven't seen a lot of it posted, but it was good. You got video of us on the river too. We need to. Oh, of the song. Okay, good. Yeah, everybody needs to see me singing that. That's impressive. That's a lot of fun. So anyway, we finally got off the river probably 5 o'clock. I know what we missed that day was Ice Giants ice sculpting workshop. I'm not sure what happened with their events. It sounded like they had a lot of fun. There were some prizes. I know I seen some sketches. I didn't see any ice sculpting. I'm not sure if that was a real thing or not. Sam missing. Sam's not missing. She's in the backstage with Drew right now, just giving me shit. Earlier backstage, she jumped on there to flip me off and then disappeared into the darkness. Okay, unbutton button. Yeah, Kyle knows what was happening. Unbuttoned. It was hot, for God's sakes, Kyle. So anyway, we get off there. There was the Ice Giants competition. There was a tug-of-low tug-off. If that happened, I didn't see that either. Who won that? Jonathan, like I said before, Ogre had to go on a road trip to Tulsa, so he's on business. If he gets a chance, he will pop on later and talk a little bit about the float and all the highs and lows of putting this thing together, which there was a lot. There was lots of scary moments, which we'll get to later on. But for the most part, everybody had a great time. Nobody that left said, anything negative about the float. It's all been very positive, as usual. So anyway, when we got out of there, as soon as we got off, the straight out of canvas costume, Kyle Tannehill put on. It wasn't the big turnout that we thought. His judges were the best dressed, in my opinion, were the best dressed people there. But we had probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 competitors, and they looked badass. I can't even remember who won. But I was pretty drunk and sunburned at the time. And then Dark King jumped on right after that. And thank you, Kyle, for putting that on. I enjoyed the show, and you campaigned your ass off to get people up there for that thing. So I appreciate all the hard work. And then Dark King jumps up and he performs. Loremonger did a great job. And then I wasn't expecting this, but Farrell jumps up there. I wasn't even sure what Farrell was. And then Risk and Michael Lawless jump up there and they perform. They've been apparently behind the scenes working on this album for God knows how long, but it fucking killed. I mean, it was some of the best. I think one of the best albums I've ever heard out of either one of them. And the chemistry they had together was awesome. So once they got up and started performing, I mean, they just had the crowd in the palm of their hand, and it was really something to see. Exactly, Laura. Fucking rocked. Those guys did amazing. And it's funny because they started making a video. So they made me promise that night that they were going to be doing a video. And hopefully we can get Michael on here or something like that to talk about it, because it was so ridiculous. But they made this video on the campgrounds, and they wanted me painting like a Bob Ross kind of scene in the background while they're rapping, and me like looking at the landscape and over the river and just reflecting it nonsense. And I was like, oh, I can do that. And they go, okay, but we want you to do it with your shirt off. And I'm like, come on, guys. That's ridiculous. But Drew was there. He's seen the whole thing. So
that footage is magnificent.
It cannot be that magnificent.
Every bit of it is fantastic. You have no idea. Just glamour shots through the whole thing. It's wonderful.
I was expecting that there was going to be like a partial lyric about me, that they would sort of zoom in and do that and then move on. Surely I'm not in the whole freaking.
No, we got easily half an hour of you doing your thing, dog. Painting it up, Riverside. It's beautiful.
Well,
majestic as fuck.
the cool thing about it was, and I knew it too, I said, pick me up a canvas and some brushes and some paints. So of course, Riss brings me like the cheapest Dollar General set of brushes that you could buy, and these cheap board canvases, and then he gives me red corn syrup that I'm assuming that he stole from the convalescents.
He actually cooked that all up himself.
Really?
Watched all that compile. Yeah, it was solid consistency to start. I don't know what condition it was in by the time you got it, but
oh, it was thick as shit, and it was clear. So they said paint this scene with one color, which that's fine, I can do that. But it was so thick, the brushes wouldn't even lay it on there. It was like rolling up like toothpaste. And so I just dipped some water out of the river and stirred it up, and then the consistency was good, but it started to run, which that's fine.
It made it look even better.
Did it? It was creepy.
I think so. I think it looked creepy as shit, and then made it look awesome.
So you got footage of the painting, because it was coming together pretty quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we could spin a whole Bob Ross special or Tom Wood special Riverside right now, if I had it all queued up. I just got to encode it all to get it all to fit, because it's, I think, 15 minutes, 15, 20.
You wouldn't have
for it all to fit.
Would they get mad if we just showed one frame of one of these glamour shots with me in the back?
I don't know. Let me see what I can conjure up.
I don't know. Yeah. That may be too much. That might be breaking, pulling the curtain back too far.
Right.
I'm not,
right.
Anyway.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what Farrell did. I was so impressed with him. I was going to do whatever these boys asked me to do, and we knocked this thing out. And they seem to be very excited about it, and so we'll see what happens with that. So look forward to the Farrell video debut coming to us at some point. So what do we have after that? We jumped over after Farrell. We headed to OIC, our inner circle, and those guys killed it. Those boys had so much energy. I mean, I was really impressed with those guys. Man, they had been campaigning to be on the float for a quick minute, and we let them have their chance. And those boys, when they got done, they were soaking wet. I mean, they left it all out there on the stage, and just was really impressive. So, and then I took pictures with the guys, and they were very gracious and humble, and just, very appreciative. So Thursday night was really shaping up, and still I was not so tired that I was actually, still enjoying the whole thing. And then we jumped from OIC to Darby O'Trill, and Darby had Darby was out there. He always does great. The great thing about Darby is, he is such a people person. He would much rather be out there with us in the crowd if he's not performing. He is like your everyday guy, but just extremely talented. and can put on a hell of a show. And he's got a huge following, and he just keeps getting bigger and bigger in C17. And we got nothing but love for him, and we wish him all the best. And of course, his girlfriend Heather, she was there pumping the crowd up, and she brought a couple, some of her friends that were just raised the whole party level, and they did great. After Darby O'Trill, Green Jello. There's probably a spell, I don't know, about 15 minutes to set up and bring in all the floaties, and I wasn't even sure what to expect. I was not expecting a 2-story Ronald McDonald in the tent right up against the stage. I mean, you couldn't even see him perform. You had to crowd around this fucking Ronald McDonald to even see the performance. And this mosh pit just formed in the lap of Ronald McDonald. Yes. I'll get to that later. That's a good story. But anyway, so yeah, we head out there, and there was Haley, one of Darby and Heather's friends, Haley Neverett. She jumped up there, and she was just knocking the shit out of everybody, just putting them on the ground. She jumps up on Ronald McDonald, and within seconds, tears a huge hole in him, and he starts to deflate and just starts to land on everybody. It was hilarious. So they had to stop. They had to stop the concert for a little bit, go in there and patch Ronald's crotch back up, where she had been jumping on it, and then the party continued. And then the mosh pit just got moshier, and it was just a great time. And then I think he ended with pulled his pants down, stuck a pickle in his ass, and then somebody went out there, some guy, I don't even remember who it was. I was too drunk. But they grabbed this pickle with their teeth and just pulled it out of his butt. Yeah, this happened at the float, sadly, or weird. But anyway, it happened. So after that ended, what happened after that? It was a great concert. So Thursday night I'm like, it's going to be really hard to beat Thursday night. I mean, we've got so much talent lined up for the float, but Thursday night was, in my opinion, the best first night of music that we've ever had at the float. I mean, it was excellent. And after Green Jello, we had Nicky Rackscott up there, and everybody been looking forward to seeing Nicky. He did up there and fucking killed it. And then Stack Styles and DJ Swamp were up after him, and they had a good crowd, and it was the whole thing was just a lot of fun. Those guys killed it, and I thank them for coming out to the float. That was kind of a last minute sign on, and those guys moved heaven and earth to get out there, and we really appreciate it. And then I'm sure all the fans did too. And then Spooky Time was after that. I'm not sure if Spooky Time happened or not. I don't think I made it to that. I think Chris was going to be heading that up. I'm not sure if that even actually went down or not. But as I was leaving the tent, a young girl ran up, and she's like, "I'm really worried. Can you help my friend?" And I was heading back to the cabin. I was ready to go to sleep from the float. And it was Chase's girlfriend. And she's like, "Oh, you check on my boyfriend?" And he was just sitting on the ground, just kind of rocking back and forth. He was Spooky Time, because it was kind of weird. And I was looking around like anybody that was more sober than me that could, talk poor Chase down. But apparently he got in some shrooms, or maybe, I don't know, LSD or something. But anyway, I was like, what's wrong, man? How can I help you? And he's like, Green Jello. It broke my brain. I'm broken. And he was dancing around. Of course, sweat, you could just see it pouring out of him. And he was like, I'm supposed to talk to somebody. I'm supposed to talk to somebody tonight. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to happen or not tonight. Maybe once you just drink some water, and then let's just get you back to your camp so you can go to sleep. And he was like, no, I'm supposed to meet somebody. I think it's you, Tom. Maybe I'm supposed to be with you. And I'm like, that's not probably going to happen. So anyway, I put him in the side-by-side and took them back to their camp. And he was camping with Damien and his crew. And we got him out there, and finally, after about 30, 40 minutes, he finally settled down. And I've talked to him several times about it, but it was a weird thing. And then after Chase, I was not tired anymore. I was ready to. I got my second win, and I think we had wrestling that night, didn't we? I think that was on Thursday night. I can't even. No, that was Friday night. Never mind. So anyway, passed out Thursday night. Friday, float load in, and we had I think 4 buses full of people going up to load in that night. Hi Mo, how are you, brother? Sitting on his ass. Yeah, Kyle seen him. He was sitting on his ass on the grass. It was. I mean, we knew he was going to be okay. So after we knew that he wasn't going to die, we were all just laughing our asses off. Anyway, we won't give Chase any more shit about that because we've all been there. I mean, I'm not, but I've seen a lot of guys that's been there. And if I ever get the balls to do LSD, then maybe you'll see me rocking back and forth on the grass at 3 a.m, but I doubt it. Anyway, so we take 4 buses up Friday morning for the big float. Everybody's going for the most part, except for a few Landalos. And we pile in there, and we've got Tony Slippers is with us. We've got who else? We had like so many of the performing artists that were on there. Willie Hayes, of course, floats all the time. Darby and his whole crew was there.
Darby, I think Clockwork slid out on the river with y'all that day.
Yeah, Kyle from Clockwork was there. Everybody was just fucking loving it. And the water was strangely not as cold as it has been in the past. I think the water level was a little bit lower, so it had gotten a lot warmer. Vince said he had a great time floating. Good. And then who else? Oh, KO, who never floats. He floated for the first time. He literally came up and just thanked me 5 or 6 times over the course of the float for getting him to come on this thing. He had been for 6 years straight and never floated, always worked. And then Ogre said, get your ass on that bus and go experience the float, which he was very thankful for. I can almost guarantee you he will be on every float after this because he just loved the shit out of it. But yeah, Onyx Tony says that he's going to be coming back next year, whether he performs or not. That's how much he loved the float. Him and his little girl, they were everywhere. They just soaked it up. So everybody enjoyed the float. We probably had 6 or 7 stops. It took us about 7 hours to get down by the time we were done. And then when we got off, it was about 6 o'clock. I think we might have missed part of King of the Scrubs. And there was some peanut butter guy. Drew, is that right? There was a peanut butter guy that won. I didn't see it.
Peanut butter jelly man.
Yeah, peanut butter jelly man.
He still lurks around the islands, as lore tells.
Was he the winner?
I think he might have been the only contestant.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
potentially. I don't know how all that played out. I just know that that's the only thing that I heard from that stage was the lore of Peanut Butter Jelly Man. There's some stuff here in the comments that I'll try and get back to and pull up, but yeah. I think he took that event.
Sounds like it. Sounds like took it away running, but I didn't hear about that. But I did hear about Matt Foy's Super Bowl race sack, which he had custom made all these testicle pictures on the front of toe sacks, and they had a cool race, and everybody had a great time. Oh yeah, let me forget, Zach Piccolo and his whole crew floated, I think both days, and those boys, they loved the shit out of it too. And Zach Piccolo?
Pachillo.
Oh, Pachillo.
Spamily. They're here in the chat.
Yeah, the Spamily crew.
Yes, sir. Did it up big. Yes, sir. Evil Cook, Moose, all of them.
Yeah. Such nice guys, too. I mean, I really
yes, sir.
The whole Spamily crew are welcome back. anytime because I just really enjoyed the shit out of those guys. I love their attitude, and they're just perfect for the float. So Zach Pacillo performed, then Two Damn Devils, and they're always good. Our boy Unhappy after that played at 8:00, about 8:15, and then Matt Fuller, fresh off his Super Ball sack race, like 30 minutes later, was out there performing. And Matt, everybody that knows Matt loves Matt. He floated too. He was a big floater. I don't think you could keep him off the water. Seen Loke, he floated and performed at 9:00. He didn't give a shit. And he even took a kayak, and he had baby girl out there on the front of the kayak, just like a hood ornament. I mean, she was out there just surfing the top of the kayak the whole time. It was awesome. Yeah, Cody, by this time he was good and drunk. Unhappy was rad. So moving down the line. Okay. Yeah, CeeLo performed, and he's always a crowd favorite. I know that all the workers from Minneapolis, when they know that CeeLo is on stage, they wait for CeeLo. They watch you, then they ask for him every year. We want CeeLo. I don't care who you bring back. We want CeeLo back, period. So Sean is always there, and just a good kid. After him, Clockwork E. Those guys, I don't know how they're just blowing up, and I could see why. After watching them perform, their music was so good, especially that last song that I promised myself I was going to put on my playlist. I think it was called Juggalo Penis. But man, what a great song. And also, again, both good guys. They floated with us. Billy promised me Thursday night that he was going to float with us on Friday, and then he reneged at the last minute. So I'm going to have to give him some shit about that. And after that, so Clockwork E performed. And then, as you noticed, we had a small delay with music. And poor Joe was working his ass off over there trying to get that soundboard working properly. Yes, Sam came. She told me fuck off at least 70 or 80 times over the course of the float. There it is. There she is. There's my little princess. So anyway, then the convalescence after about, I'd say 40, 50 minutes or so, they started playing, and these guys put on a hell of a show. If you could just see the stage, there's. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, you bet. They put on such a great show. The stage had this cool set made, and those guys got up there and just rocked the shit out of it. And then, of course, yes, they had a huge mosh pit. In fact, I don't think we've ever had the mosh pit that we've had at the float this year. I mean, my poor cousin Shannon walked out there, and he just got too close. And Haley came out of nowhere. She was wearing black, so you couldn't see her. She's a little thing anyway, but she packs a wallop, and she just knocked the shit out, sent him flying onto the ground. And yeah, he loved the shit out of it. He said, "Oh, this reminds me when I was a kid." So anyway, he enjoyed getting the shit knocked out of him. But the mosh pit was crazy. The convalescents fucking killed it. And I couldn't imagine a better way to kind of headline that night with those guys. Oh, Scum was our big headliner. He came on. Of course, Scum he's like the gore father. And so he was our headliner on Friday night. I call him one of my good friends because I've known him for years. He's like the most gracious, humble guy you've ever met. And not only did he perform, right after that, he was one of the judges for the Float Queen pageant. But he put on a hell of a show like he always does and brought a huge array of the best from LSP to help entertain everybody. And he has supported this event like nobody else. I mean, really, I can't think of anybody that's poured more time, effort, and love into the float than Scum and LSP have. These guys have been so good to us. I have a great story about Scum. It's when I know to go home. I don't know what that means. But anyway. Uh-oh. What the shit? How did Cody get on here?
How did I get in here? I was just trying to text a message to you. What happened, Tom?
You were sending me a message?
No, I was just in the chat. I was trying not to bother you tonight. I wasn't going to call you.
Anyway, so what did you think of Friday night? We had the Convalescence, which was amazing, and then we had Scum as our headliner, which was, he could headline anywhere, but he coming to the flow fucking kills it.
It was horrible, Tom. No, I'm just kidding. We had an absolute blast. I can't lie. Everybody did a really good job performing. Like you said, Scum and LSP, they are so big and have so many people that they can bring out that they bring new people pretty much every year, and they still come 20 deep. It is ridiculous how many artists and how many people that Scum has been able to help, and everybody at LSP been able to help build and bring in a whole movement to the underground like they have.
No, they have. And, unfortunately, we tried to get Smalls to come back with them this year. And so Smalls and Nick, who just had a baby, there's Jellybean.
He's here.
If you see Nick, tell him congratulations. He still has my cooler. He needs to bring that back.
We talked about it before it came to the float, actually.
And he said, fuck Tom, I'm keeping this cooler.
Pretty much, yeah. He's like,
Tom can afford another cooler.
You got to come get it out of his garage. That's a way to get you to Texas.
But no, it was great. And then right after Scum finished, we rolled into the Float Queen pageant, which was awesome. Who was our judges? We had, I know Scum was up there, and he was doing.
That was Saturday.
Yeah, that ended up being
Saturday.
All that ended up getting deferred to the next day.
Oh, you're right. It ran late.
Yeah.
So we pushed that to the next day. Yes, I remember a few girls that were not going to be able to make it the next day that were very upset about.
Oh no.
Not going because we had to start wrestling. Wrestling had already started. And that was going to go till 4 a.m. So we only had.
I miss wrestling. I don't know. Somehow I miss wrestling. I mean, obviously I was shit-faced drunk, and why you didn't tell me to go to my hotel? I don't know, Tom. Where the hell were you? Why were you not there to help me out, Tom?
No, it was 3 a.m. and poor Jellybean was over there. I mean, she was over there just like this in front of in the golf cart, and Cody's wandering around, grab assing with everybody, and just having a good time. I'm like, and he's drunk as shit. I was kind of drunk, but he wasn't near as drunk as this motherfucker.
No.
No.
Well, to circle back to Scum, this is when I knew it was time to go. Me and him got into a conversation. We were talking about Nick and just went on this whole story with LSP and talking. Next thing I know, at some point, I look down and he's wearing my shirt and I have his jersey on, and I have zero idea when or how this freaking happened.
Oh
so that's pretty much when I knew it was time to go.
But we get down there and wrestling's fixing to start, but it's taken a while. We had to
it did.
We were one soundboard down, so everything that was going on up at the main stage, because we're poor, we were down to one. When one board went down, now we're sharing, so we're running back and forth. So Frodo the Ghost got up there. He did a couple songs while everybody was getting their shit together. Apparently, Sleazy from NSR was so mad. He's so mad that he's like, "I'm out." So he leaves right in the middle of the wrestling thing, and I'm like, "What the shit's going on?" So Werewolf, who's a great guy, he's like, "Hey Tom, this is what's going on. I'm not sure." And I'm like, "Well, you guys rally the guys and let's see if we can put some stuff together." And so anyway, we improvised a lot of matches and put them back together. And of course, in between me trying to coordinate this, I've got drunk Cody that I've told to go home at least 5 times during this.
Please.
And I'll get done putting out one fire, and then I'll look. There's fucking Cody still there, and I'll look over, and Jellybean is falling out of the side of the golf cart, and I'm like, "You poor thing."
We definitely slept in the truck
this.
We're going to the hotel.
So I think it was probably 4 o'clock or so by the time I finally fetched your ass. I think I drug you over there and just said, "Go, you gotta go."
Yeah. We ended up sleeping until about 5:30 in the truck, and then went to the hotel. I don't remember what time we got.
You couldn't even get there. You were so fucking tired. You couldn't drive
I
there?
was just going to use the I know Tom Wood card, and I figured I'd be okay.
Yeah, you probably would have. You probably would have been. But the cool thing was, so we had we were wrestling, and then I was in there at the very last part of the round, and one Princess Deathwish got her head caved in with the chair, and everybody seemed to be having a great time. And I was like, okay, that's everything. That's everything we got for wrestling tonight. And then Risk walks out of nowhere and grabs the microphone and says, "Oh no, we got some more business we got to get settled tonight." So he calls Warwolf out and challenges him to a match. And I've never seen Risk wrestle 2 seconds.
Not that I knew of.
Didn't even know. I mean, it looked like he could probably put a hurting on somebody if he decided to. And he had been talking mad shit to Warwolf before this ever went down. So he challenges him, and these two go out there. I don't know if anyone knew about this, but they get out there and they have a hell of a match. And so instead of ending at 4:00, we end up about 6:00 in the morning when we finally finish this shit.
Damn.
This was Friday?
Friday night still. Yeah,
this was Friday night. So
I'm upset I missed
I finally get to bed. The sun's starting to come up when we finally go to bed that night.
I'm really upset I missed that because that wrestling, I love wrestling. Everybody knows it. I was really looking forward to it. So, and I've been taking it easy all week. Like I'd been eating gummies and smoking and just a couple drinks here, and I had been good.
Taking it easy.
The vodka took over. I think it was Tom's fault.
How was it my fault? I didn't give you any vodka.
Well, I may have gave you some, but
yes, you give me a lot of vodka.
Hey, it was a great float too, and I'm kind of upset with you because you have strategically diverted from talking about you getting dumped in the float after bragging all these episodes that nobody could dump you, and you were dumped. You were the god of the river. Ain't nobody touched the great Tom Wood.
I did seem to skim over that part, didn't I?
Just a little bit. Who got you? I don't remember.
I don't remember the girls' names, but it was some girls, and they were sitting over there in the bank, and I'd already sort of pinpointed my chief threats that I'd already spotted, like you and Scotty and Jordan and those guys that are already, they were always, I could hear them paddling. I could hear one hard stroke, and I'd look to see who was coming up on me, and I could get away from them. But we had stopped at this one bank, and I wasn't just getting in the canoe, and that's kind of shitty when people, I'm stepping in it, and they flip me. That's like, come on. But I was fully in the canoe, about 5 foot deep of water. And the girls that were just sitting there, they were just sitting back on the bank, just watching me. And I waved to them and kept paddling. And as soon as I looked this way, they sprung like a lioness from a pride. They jumped off that bank and they were on me, and then they were on the side of it and turned me over. And I couldn't.
Was it the twins?
Huh?
Was it the twins?
What, the Schiller twins?
Schiller twins?
No, it wasn't the Schiller twins. No, it wasn't.
They got to step their game up.
Yeah, if anybody knows who the girls were that did it, I'm sorry I don't remember their names, but I was proud of them for doing it. It was a clean kill. They did it the right way. I was out in the wild. I had spotted them, and they waited for me to get my paddle and be legal, and they sprung out there, and I paddled my ass off. And I thought I was past them, and that one hand just grabbed the back of the canoe and pulled them back. And as soon as they did, the other girls was on the side of it. I was done.
They're saying it was Bubbles.
Jackie, wasn't Bubbles, was it? Surely not. I don't think so.
I know Scotty Deaton ninja'd over to your canoe at least once.
To do what?
Scotty came from the left side across from me and just leaped and landed like Spider-Man on the front of your canoe and took you down on Friday too. You don't remember that one? See, I know you were drunk.
Yeah, I think I remember that one. Yeah, and also Ace did it too. Ace did it when it was.
Got you.
Yeah.
You set yourself up talking all that shit.
I guess I did.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Keeney, I saw it. I was.
So yeah. So anyway, everybody noticed how burnt Cody was after Thursday. In fact, I noticed he's getting burnt 10 minutes into it. I'm like, Cody, put a fucking hat on. You're gonna fry your brain. It's gonna be dumber than you are already.
He's peeling so bad.
Oh my god, look at that.
So it was only one day, it wasn't two.
Yeah. So he said, I'm putting sunscreen on. Turns out
I wasn't.
This genius here had mistaken bug spray for sunscreen. And
so to my defense,
coating himself with bug spray the whole time.
To my defense, we got there late to catch the float. Actually, the last bus was pulling out as we were pulling in. So we had to bust a U-turn, and we followed the bus all the way up to the drop-off, which is 6 minutes from where we came from at the hotel. So, luckily, we get there, and we had grabbed ice, and we got everything together at the little gas station next to the hotel. And I grabbed that front zipper before we jump out of the truck, and I'm like, all right, cool, there's a bottle in there. And in my head, I'm thinking it's sunscreen. What I forgot was she brought a bottle of Off the night before in the same backpack with all her beer and stuff to keep the bugs and ticks off, because ticks were a thing going around, a rumor. And so that was a bottle of Off that got sprayed all over me and probably just shined all my skin. Everything is burnt. I definitely used sunscreen Saturday.
I don't know how he didn't realize. I get if the bug spray was a nice smelling one, but it didn't smell like sunscreen. It's such a distinct smell. How did you not notice?
Because he was drunk. He was with that. He had a vodka bottle the entire.
I did not. Not on the float. I did not. Couple beers and a few gummies that I found that I didn't know were in my bag.
Once you hit the land, the bottle of vodka was omnipresent in that fist, and every time I walked by,
a little too much.
Yeah.
But Saturday turned out to be a great time. Still, we slept in a little bit, and we ended up checking out of the hotel so we could stay on the grounds in the truck on Saturday and just drive back Sunday morning. That's why we didn't end up going to breakfast with everybody. But
that's on Sunday. That was on Sunday.
Yeah.
I am a day ahead.
You just skipped half the float. You're jumping way ahead, Cody.
Saturday day.
God damn. Let me go down the list.
Okay, back up.
I'm going okay. So Saturday morning, of course, with Natural State Wrestling, which wasn't really Natural State Wrestling by the time it was over with. But Chloe was up there and Ghost Bones, those guys wrestled, and who knew that Chloe could wrestle? I had no idea. But
this was Saturday?
No, this is Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
Yeah, this is on Friday night. So Saturday, we start off with the canoe and raft races. That's the first thing that goes down on Saturday. Of course, the weather it had dumped that night. There was puddles in the water, but when I came out, the sky was blue that morning. So we went and rallied and got all of our stuff together and started the canoe races. And this year, we had enough. We didn't have three canoes, and we had to go down and do heats and stuff like that, like we've done in the past. We had 8 or 9, 10 canoes. So we put all the contestants out the river in one winner take all fucking blast for the finish line. And it was epic. Was you watching it?
No, we had not made it in. We were checking out that was Saturday morning. So we were checking out the hotel Saturday morning.
I hated the hotel shit. I'll never do that again. I want to be on the grounds at the float. All you hotelos are lame as fuck. I'll never want to do that again.
Well, we did see the pictures. We saw a couple of videos. I definitely saw how Pierce cost Scotty D and his team because he's not as good as his mom.
Yeah, Amanda is a force to be reckoned with. But the thing was,
probably still would have outrode him.
We had all those 8 canoes, and this year, my nephew Seth, who knows the river pretty good, and Heather Daniels, she's a little power wagon herself, and they went out there, and instead of Scotty has found success many times over, taking the short route over the rough falls and having to jump out and carry it, and then jump back in. It's a shorter route. But this year, the water was probably 6 inches lower than it's been. So he ran into rough balls way before he usually does. And Seth and Heather, they drifted way out. They stayed behind the starting line, but they drifted out there because they were aiming up on the current on the chutes on the right side of the river, which that's probably the same strategy I would have used too, is hit the chute, and then you've got the current at your back. So those guys hit that, and they were gone. I mean, Seth, he's short, but he's stout as a fucking mule. And Heather, Heather's super, athletic too, and she doesn't weigh a lot, so she was a great partner. And they won handily by probably 5 canoe lengths. It wasn't even close. So I think Scotty came in second. It was, but it was razor. If you get a chance to see the video, it looks like it is photo finish for second place. So yeah, Seth and Heather are our new two-man canoe champ, 2-person canoe champs.
Scotty probably needed to get knocked down a peg or two anyway. They've won a lot out there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of medals. It's hurting his neck. He's carried around so many fucking medals of excellence. And then right after that, again, we had enough rafts to put everybody out there for a one team take all championship round. And this was a little bit closer. We had several returning champions. We had the first place losers who had won it 2 years in a row. We had Scotty's team who had won it the last 2 years in a row. And then we had another team out there. We had Chase, and no, Chase was just in the canoe race, I think. But we had a couple more teams out there. And this year, the first place losers, they won their third championship. So they kept saying 3-peat, but it wasn't really a 3-peat.
It was in their head. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it was in their head. And they enjoyed the shit out of it. And we all had a great time. Next year, we're thinking about doing kayak races. But I think there would be so many we're going to have to do that in heats, or we're going to have to get at least 15, 20 kayaks.
Nah, probably do heats, maybe like teams. Well, still, but like teams of 5. Then
teams of 5?
Or sections of 5.
Yeah. It just depends on how many people
right
there, but
you can do a group race. But I mean, that's a staple of the float. So the more y'all add to it or adjust it, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have been asking for kayak races, so definitely next year.
I'll see if I can make that happen. But yeah, I think kayak race would be a lot of fun for everybody that doesn't really want to worry about finding a partner and just, win or lose on their own merit.
Right.
It'd be kind of fun.
It might be something we might get in on. We do like the kayaks and we're pretty good together. So we might canoe. Sorry.
Yep.
We
not a kayak.
We might do the canoe if we go.
Really, you guys thinking about
next year when we go
getting in the canoe race next year?
We're pretty good.
I don't know what he's thinking. Nope. That's a lot of running, a lot of really fast rowing. I got pulled in last year, the year before.
Cody and the dog, maybe.
And it was hard.
So, yeah, we'll see about the kayaks, but I think that would be fun. The thing is, we're so packed on the schedule. Adding another kayak race, we go from an hour and a half, which we are now, probably to 2.5 hours to get it all in under the gun. But I'm fine with that. I think that everybody enjoys it enough, and it would give a lot more opportunity for more people to participate.
Right.
Which reminds me, about kickball that day.
Oh man, you have to bring that back.
I'm going to bring it up. I'm just going to make sure that I'm not missing anything in the schedule before I get too far. Oh,
back it up, Tom.
Okay, I am. I'm just thinking about the float again. The only other bad burn, worse than your head, Cody, was Francis Belcher brought one of his buddies from Maine. And of course, the summers are not long out there. This kid had blisters on his head. No. Did you see those? I mean, these are the biggest blisters I think I've ever seen. And he was, this kid's like 22, he's young, and all the inside of his eyes were just
Michael Carson. Jason, sorry.
So anyway, I whip out my knife and I'm like, pop those things. That's what's hurting you. And so this is this is Friday night. He was taking my knife and just slicing those things open, and they were just exploding. It's pretty gross.
Bryce, see, I like Bryce's idea. If you're so tight on schedule, maybe we need another day, Tom.
No. We already turned it. I mean, we've already turned it into 5 days. Really 6 if you count Sunday loadout.
If I didn't have to have a real job, I'd say 7 days. Let's do it. I ain't got that much PTO.
Ice Giant, you cannot have my dog.
We had raft races right in the middle of the canoe and raft races, and we may need to look at the schedule on this too. But we had into the Ecoside tournament, which is it was a very popular event too. So a lot of people that wanted to play Ecoside weren't able to participate in the canoe and raft races. So we may have to figure out something on that. But
this one was a Landerlow this year, so had one job, and that was to learn how to play Ecoside.
And she did not. Didn't even look at it.
She was supposed to learn so she could teach me, because we have the games, but we've never played them. And we really, we've got friends around like Scotty and them who do play, but we at least want to kind of learn a little bit before jumping in, which we're just gonna have to bite the bullet, invite Scotty and Amanda over and play sometime.
There you go. That's the only way to do it.
Just jump in. So awful to hang out with them, let me tell you.
Well, yeah. If you're just starting and you're playing against people that's been playing it for 10 years now, expect to get stomped.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot at first, but you'll pick it up pretty fast. And some days, even if they're better than you, if you're getting the right cards, you can still win. It's possible. But the strategies that go into winning Ecoside, I've seen so many good players that they know 1,000 ways to beat you. Anyway,
they'll destroy us.
Yeah, but in the Ecoside, they were starting the kickball tournament, and this was probably 3 years ago. Hillary had said we needed to play kickball or volleyball or something like that, have something for people to do. Of course, last year it was so damn hot, nobody wanted to do any of that.
Nothing.
But after the huge rain that we had Friday night, the weather was perfect. It was, it started out perfect anyway. It didn't stay perfect. Shout out to Noodle's mom for winning Ecoside. Oh, that's right. Pammy won that. She was so proud. Yeah, she killed it. Yeah, thank you, Billy. You're right. She was, I think, who did she go up against? I think it was one of the twins. She went up in the finals. And those girls, they were everywhere. They're going to be dominating. You don't watch them.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. Congratulations to Noodle's mom. That's freaking awesome.
Yes. Good job, Pammy.
I'm pretty sure there is some tough competition at that table.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. She's obviously got some practice in. And, of course, Noodles is good, too. They're all good. So by the time Ecoside was done, kickball has already been kicking off. And like I said, Hillary was one of the ones that was the brain, power behind that. And we give it to Replicon, and those boys, showed up with referee outfits. They had the markers, they had the ball, they had it all figured out where it needed to be in the field, and they just, ran it.
Yeah, man, it was beautiful. It was so funny and hilarious.
Oh, it was great.
Everybody was having a great time, and you had people coming in late and just sneaking on teams and adding on one side.
I think we had like 15 people per team.
Yeah.
So Cass and Jordan were were designated captains, and then they just picked
Jordan. God.
Picked one after another, and so we started playing, and then I think it was Cass's team jumped out to like a tremendous lead right off the bat.
Yeah, they did.
And slowly but surely, Jordan's team started working back, and they got within 3 or 4 of them, and before you knew it, we had 6 innings under our belt. And then it started to sprinkle a little bit. And then those clouds started rolling in, those big Mamadas clouds. I was like, that might not be good. But it held off, and I was like, okay, let's just go to 9 rounds. And everybody was all about it. Everybody's having such a good time. And then it just started pouring. Yes, and Mark was all-time pitcher. And he did a great job. He just couldn't feel the ball, even though he did it one time and got his ass ate for it. So, but anyway, everybody had a great time. It started pouring. We went ahead and called it in 7th inning. And then we had, of course, Scotty had made these kick-ass necklaces for everybody. And I think he had made like 12 each, or 12 for the winning team, not expecting that we were going to have 15, 16 people per team.
They showed out for this.
Yeah, they definitely came out in numbers for this, and everybody had a great time. So to the ones that didn't get their cool little necklaces, I'm having Scotty D's making a few extras, so message me only if you're on the team. If you're not, I'm going to block you from this channel. If you send me something, if you were on the other team and you just want the necklace, I'm going to punish you. Yes.
I can tell you, your refs made it extremely entertaining. Your refs, your coaches, just everybody, man. The rain in the videos that y'all have out there with all the rain is really great.
Oh, really? Somebody was videoing that nonsense?
Yeah. I don't know. I know Amanda got a couple videos. I don't remember who else got them, but yeah, they were pretty cool to see all the juggalos running around in rain.
Well, yeah, as it started raining, of course, I was like, "No, this rain's not going to last that long, or even if it does, it's just rain." And then Ogre, of course, Ogre has not slept in days, and he's in Ogre mode, and he's like, he pulls up, and he's like, "There's a tornado warning in Fulton County," which is our county. Like, tornado warning, huh? Which is not good when you don't have anywhere, it's lightning and tornadoes. I can't put you all in the tent because it's going to kill everybody in there if the lightning hits it. Or I can't just have you or send you underneath the trees because it's going to kill everybody under the trees. Or if we're walking around out in the open, the tornado is just going to, run off with you. Right. So it was it was all the way at Mountain Home, which is 60 miles away. There's no way that tornado could have lasted all the way to us. And it did. And it lasted about 5 miles and it dissipated. Still, it was scary enough that we were sitting in the tent, me and Seth was, and we hear, it sounds like a locomotive. And, which, the train goes, that train goes by there.
All the time.
But there was no horn this time. It was just like, it sounds like a freight train. And every video you've ever seen of the trailer parks after they got wiped out, they say the same thing. Sounded like a freight train coming through. Yep. And we looked at each other, and finally the horn blew, and we knew it was the BNSF freight train instead of a tornado. And after that, it just it kind of stopped raining after that. So Saturday night was kind of business as usual. What we did have to do is, for legal reasons and liability reasons, we canceled that night. We went off float time and went back on to Mini Islands time, and they're more comprehensive, safe insurance. So yeah. So that, but not that we needed to. I mean, and the flow continued as it was. A lot of people, hopefully nobody, I couldn't tell if the numbers decreased or if people went home after.
Yeah, that. It looked like some people did leave, but I mean, those people were probably planning to leave anyway because the rain really wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that bad.
Long. They were probably staying for Saturday night and then leaving. And then they just were like, well, we might as well go now. It's already raining. And they were little bitches. That's what happened. Little bitches.
See, I wasn't even that worried about the tornado because it's almost impossible for it to come down a valley like that.
Yeah.
And that camp has been there for 70 years. Tornado's never been there. It's not going to happen during the float.
I was just going to follow you.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Much like on the river. Just follow Tom.
But yeah, you can see, like Laura, I didn't even know there was a damn tornado warning until just now. That's why you tune in to these shows. So I can give you the behind the scenes, what was going on at the float because this is the real recap tonight. Yeah. So, okay, after kickball, we sent everybody to their camps and to their cars to like wait out the storm, which didn't really last that long.
Yeah, it was actually a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. It looked like it was going to go for quite a few hours. And
we did have to cancel the NSR Float Championship Mammoth Mayhem, which I couldn't wait for everybody to see the new championship belt that I designed. And it was made, and it is spectacular. But nobody.
So wait. So you still have it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Where's my wallet?
Where's your wallet? What do you want your wallet for?
I want it.
No, you can't
win it. Nobody won it.
No, well, that doesn't mean you get to take it. You got to earn it.
Okay, I'll come to your house next weekend and
you're gonna wrestle me for it.
I can't hear Drew.
You got to wrestle Warwolf for that title.
Oh, that's right. We bestowed it on Warwolf.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's
yes, sir.
Because he saved the day Friday night and came through like a champ. Yeah, he's the head of a lot of those wrestlers. He's
that is fair.
We bestowed it upon him as the keeper of the belt until next year. So we'll see who we're going to be sending up against him to try to. Billy wants a match. I don't know. Warwolf, dude, he's a pretty big dude.
Yeah, I will not be getting that drunk and missing wrestling next year. Or can we move it, a little earlier, maybe? So I can.
Well, I think it was early enough. It just the rain kind of fucked us on
it. It was. So and I heard that they were supposed to do a no ring one at some point too after the rain, but I guess that didn't end up happening, unfortunately.
No. As soon as they were waiting out the rain, they didn't know if it was going to stop, and finally, a lot of the wrestlers just packed it up and said, we can't stay around. And then the guy that owned the ring itself decided that he was, he had another match he needed to get to, so they packed it up, and that was kind of it for wrestling, sadly.
Well, just to let the record be clear, Bryce, yes, Tom still does owe me $20.
Oh, can I not pay you when you're here?
No, we ended up never buying merch or something. I don't remember. It just never ended up happening. So I'm glad somebody remembered. It might be
money merch.
No, we meant to, but we just never ended up over there.
It's literally connected to the same tent.
We were there so many times. We just didn't end up.
I mean, we went over there once and we looked at something. She saw a shirt she wanted. We just never ended up back over there because we talked to your cousin Seth.
50 times.
I remember him from last time. So yeah, but just
and
never ended up doing it.
Did he ever pose the question, "Hey, you motherfuckers want to buy something?" Did he ever put that out there?
He was not a great salesman.
He's not a great salesman. He's very friendly.
He was talking to somebody else, salesman. But it might not have been a customer. I don't remember. No, he did have some people in front of him when we were there, and then like I said, we just never made it back over there. And then once the rain started, pretty much everything shifted to that one tent, and that's pretty much where we hung out the entire time.
Right. Well, I got good news for you, Cody, because I am taking like the cool baseball jerseys, the hockey jerseys, and stuff like that. I bought enough to go to not only do the float but the gathering as well. So I'm going to have them. I'm going to be putting those and the event shirts for this year and the hats, everything, on the Tomwood Fantasy Art page. TomwoodFantasyArt.com, so you can go there and buy that stuff. I'll probably have it up by the end of the weekend. So if you're wanting float merch, some of the cool new stuff that we have this year, go check it out by Sunday, and then get your merch. Or I'll
we definitely will.
I want to
owe you money.
Jerseys, those were fun.
Oh,
baseball jerseys.
Yeah,
those were dope.
Awesome.
I wanted one of those.
Thank you. Yeah, we had the baseball jerseys. We even did. They were so cool. We did our crew jerseys as baseball jerseys this year.
Yeah,
they were awesome.
Yeah, those were nice. Whoever designed those were really good. Was that you?
Yes, of course.
Of course. Hey, speaking of, never mind. Tom, I got to call you outside of when she's not around. I forgot about something I hit you up about recently, last year.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
what?
I gotta hit you up later.
What the fuck?
Later tonight?
No.
Okay. There you
go.
I'm
going to bed when we're done here, Tom.
Good, me too.
I'm tired from the float. You had me drunk as shit.
Yeah.
Tried to get me mushrooms out of your own mouth. Like, it was really weird time.
Oh, yeah. I did.
Wait, can I tell the mushroom story?
No, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. Okay, tell him. You can tell him.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Tom? I don't want to.
Yeah, you can tell it. You can tell it.
All right. So I don't know who this guy was. I don't remember him. I hope he's not on this stream. So you
he
can
probably is.
So this guy was offering Tom mushrooms. And Tom was like, no. And then finally he was like, yeah. And I got distracted. Next thing I know, this guy's walking off, and I hear Tom took mushrooms from Jelly Bean. Tom, how many did you take? Because she tells me it takes like 2 stems. I'm worried. Fuck, Tom is about to have a bad night. So he's like, no, I didn't take anything. I didn't take nothing. Are you sure? No, I'm positive. Tom, you're drunk. No, I promise you I didn't take anything. And he spits the mushroom out.
He goes,
right in my hand to show it to him.
And I fucked up. And I do apologize to all the Tom Wood fans and all the juggalos around the world. Why I did not pick up this mushroom and bag it and sell it as a mushroom from Tom Wood's mouth and become rich, I don't know. I should
missed opportunity.
But I hope to get that opportunity again.
But no, just to, like you, every time you offer me a swig of vodka, just be nice, even though I hate the taste of it. I would take a swig with you because I know that, you'd cry if I didn't. Your feelings all hurt. So I'll take one. By Saturday,
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta, I gotta make the crowd happy. Dance, monkey. Anyway, a Saturday night, I was drinking. Cody had given me a shot of vodka, and it just burned going down. And I was like, man, that's not right. That's something's gone wrong. And I realized I'm starting to get sick already. Saturday night, I could feel it coming on. And by Sunday, when the sun came out and hit me, I felt like shit. And we still had to break down, haul all that shit out. So I didn't get home till Sunday night, and I was already sick. So now I'm finally feeling a little bit better. But it was rough going there for a couple of days.
Dang.
That's because I just couldn't say no to anybody that was handing me stuff. I know.
I could feel it on the way back, and luckily we took Monday off and had a nice day to recover. But man, it was a great time.
Thankfully, I didn't get any kind of juggle plague. I saw my doctor team on Tuesday, and they were very unhappy that I was as sunburned as I was. But other than that, perfect health, numbers good, everything. So I'm so glad I floated this year.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Yeah, I can't tell you how happy we were to have you guys come join us this year. We were excited about it when we found out you guys were coming.
It was awesome.
Yes, and Float Queen. Haha.
Oh yeah, where am I at? Where am I at on the schedule? Yeah, I think we got the float. Yeah,
I think that was next, wasn't it, Tom?
Somewhere around there. Yeah, because it got moved to Saturday night.
Oh, well, there was the potluck dinner, and there was lots of wieners contest, and that was both of. I don't remember anything about the potluck, if that happened or not.
I don't remember.
After the rain, but hatchets and habaneros. That was a good
oh
that
my
was
God,
fun.
that was great.
Yeah, that's of course Jess puts on a hell of a show. He's got this thing dialed in to where it's almost network game show quality at this point.
Yes, and Billy's right. Matt Bob and Frogger, holy cow! I could not believe the amount of peppers that they ate.
Mm-hmm.
I was hurting watching it.
Dude, no, the guy that ate the cupcake, I'm so sorry. That was horrible.
Oh, he was ready.
Uh,
He thought he was ready. He tried to shove it all down his face at once. And no. Oh.
So yeah, that was, of course, that's one of our best events is Jess's habaneros and whatever, but he killed it, and then we went straight into Float Queen pageant. And then who was our judges? I know Scum was like the
had Scum, Excessive, and Chloe.
Chloe.
That was it.
Hosted by Too Sweet.
Yes, and let me say right off the bat, Too Sweet did the best hosting job that I've ever seen for the Float.
She did a really, really good job up there.
She killed it. I was so proud of her. She did so good.
She was walking around. Sometimes I thought she was about to beat my ass, but she killed it up there. I can't lie. She did a really good job. We told her afterwards how great she did.
Yeah, she kept the energy going, the whole time, and it was just everybody had such a great time. So, yeah, and our Float Queen. Who won the Float? Who won their Float Queen?
Who won the Queen?
Who won the Queen, Drew?
Jelly Bean right there.
Oh,
there it is. Zoom in on that thing. Yeah. That's what's up.
Too bright.
It's too bright, but it's fucking badass.
Yeah. Jelly Bean won with her amazing magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still got that thing? I hope you framed your little. There it is.
Yeah.
So the backstory to the magic that if she competes next year, she needs to slow down.
I'm not competing this year. I appreciate the win. I super appreciate it. I hope everyone saw my performance last year. That was winning worthy. I totally flaked this year. If anyone is thinking like the other girls, fucking denim roller skating, like she was amazing. That was a hell of a skill. And oh my god, babe, I'm forgetting your name. But with the wolf dance thing, that was awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah. It's always so much competition. And we had probably, I don't know, was there 12, 15 girls up there?
A lot.
That was a lot.
Of competitors this year.
A lot of singers.
A lot of singers. And they got their whole song, too. It wasn't like 30 seconds of a song. I mean, we played the whole thing through.
Mm-hmm.
So they had their chance.
It was great, man. All of those ladies did amazing up there.
They did. They all did great.
It was great. It was long. We might be able to cut down a little bit, but it was pretty damn long. Pretty damn amazing.
Yes.
The magic behind all of it. We went around the float and asked different juggalos for
a good fortune to bestow upon another juggalo.
So that was the response or the answer to all the stuff on the inside, or the fortunes.
Okay.
And you were one of them. May you be Tom Woods, the eye of Tom Woods.
Tonight you'll be the twinkle in Tom's eye.
Well, hopefully all those fortunes came true, but I don't think nobody could have been happier than to see you win, Jelly Bean. We were all, rooting for
it. It was fun. I loved it.
So yes, I agree. Jess, we do need the tug of war next year. If it wasn't for the weather, I'm sure it would have happened this year. We had the rope and everything ready to go. We just didn't have the weather.
Or if you're gonna do it next year, are we getting the shirt?
Getting the shirt.
I got tugged at Tom Woods float.
You got tugged?
I got tugged.
Oh, okay.
Come on, it's not the first idea you stole from me. Come on, let's do it. Make it happen.
I don't know that will sell, Cody.
That would sell. You know it will.
I'd buy one.
No, I think that would be a fun event. That was Ogre's brainchild, and I thought it had a lot of.
That was a good one.
I thought it had a lot of potential. So hopefully we can make that happen next year. But like you guys, I don't know about you guys, but the events were so good this year. I wish the wrestling would have happened, but everybody had so much fun participating, and it's great to kick back and watch these amazing artists perform. And we had so much talent up there, and that's great. But I just like at kickball or in Pictionary or whatever, sitting back and watching you guys actually participate and have fun and be the show is my happy place. So I would love to see a lot more of that in the future.
Juggalo watching.
Yes.
Tom, I agree, man. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, I couldn't have been happier with the way the entire event turned out, and nobody got hurt on the river.
Right.
Other than there was that one event on Friday's float. The one girl, I can't remember her name. She went into.
Just your friend?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, the one dark-headed girl. She went into some.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oceans, and then we put her in my canoe, and I raced her down to Riverside Resort, and then
Captain Tom.
Yeah, yes, and then Minnie Allen's picked her up, and then we continued on. So that was just a little hiccup, but other than that, everybody was safe. Nobody got hurt. Nobody, overheat or had sunstroke or anything like that. So it was great.
And luckily, once we got back to camp, we all got good news about that girl. So
yes, we did.
That worked out really well.
I ran into her dad, and because I wasn't on the float, I didn't know what had happened. And but he had told me, and the girl, his daughter, was walking over there, and he's like, "That's her. She's fine. She's good." So good. If anyone was wondering, she's good.
I love how Tom keeps talking about us like we're his kids. You kind of are my kids.
A little bit. He takes good care of us, though.
Yeah. So, like 99% of the time, I'm the responsible one. I wouldn't say the respectable one, but probably more than most. But anyway, when I get like easy through, when it comes to the events like the float, I'll cut back. I cut loose with you guys. I want to have fun too. So, yeah, at the gathering, you'll see me cut loose a little bit. So you get to see Party Tom, but 99% of my life is not at these events, and it's kind of business as usual. If I'm not, it's Scout and Forge, I'm doing Meridian, Tomwood Fantasy Art, or the farm. So it's just lots of stuff that I love doing, and it's usually away from crowds. I don't have a lot of people around me most of the time. So when I get into that environment where I'm just surrounded by family and friends, and and it's that atmosphere, then I'm gonna party with you guys. I would regret it at the end if I didn't. So when it's all said and done, because one of these days, hopefully not too soon, but one of these days I'll have to dip out of this scene like we all will have to.
No, it's not.
No?
It's not allowed. I forbid it. The queen forbids that, Tom.
So anyway, where are we at on the schedule? Oh, thanks, Hill. We love you too, sweetheart.
Hillary, you did a great job.
Yes, she did. She did so good.
You killed it. Billy, you too. And I know we've already talked, and honestly, going back to Friday, I don't remember shit after a certain point. Me and Billy came up to me and apologized, but I want to publicly apologize back to Billy. I did something, and I don't know what I did, but apparently I wasn't doing what Billy thought I was, so I don't know. I apologize to Billy for being a drunk asshole that night. If I was one, I did not mean to be. I assure you, I love you, Billy. I'm sorry.
And anyone else that he was a drunk asshole too.
So, yeah, we had on the schedule. Let's see, we had Ice Giant perform. Lots of excessive. What's that?
Ice Giant killed it, man. I love seeing it.
So talented, and this kid is. I mean. So he should be performing all the time. He's so good. And not only is he's good because he's obviously intelligent. If you ever had a conversation with Vince, you could tell this kid is smart than almost all of us. He's got like an encyclopedic, knowledge of every card, every mat that's ever been made, every jersey, and then he even bestowed upon me this, one of a kind track that he makes for me. Every year, gifts wraps it. I mean, just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and just shows so much respect and appreciation for this event. And
he does.
Friends, he's just awesome. And then we had, of course, he killed it as usual. And then Lots and Excessive get up there, and my boy Mo, who's keeps claiming that he's my son, and I don't deny it. But yeah, Mo is. He's great. I've known Charlie for years. Seeing these guys get up there and perform is always a blast. And they're so, and also extremely talented group.
Yes.
I'm trying to get Mo to move closer down here. I want him to come work for me.
Oh, wow. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And he'll probably want to move in because he, like I said, he thinks I'm his paternal father. Which we'll have to work on that one. And then Tony Slippas, and I don't know if you guys know Tony, but he put on a hell of a show. And he was all over. Everywhere I went at the float, Tony was right there in his white wife beater, covered in tattoos, and with the thickest New York accent I think I've ever heard in my life. And
that was my first thought was, this ain't Tom's guy. This is somebody Ogre brought in.
Yeah.
That was my first thought, like music-wise. But I kept seeing his shirts all over the deal, and I didn't realize it until I saw it a couple times that it was him. But like you said, he was all over the place. He floated both days with us. He was out there all the time.
No, he didn't float
he
the
didn't
first day.
I thought he did.
I could have swore he floated the first day. Anyway,
I thought he did too.
And what a great dad. I mean, he didn't go anywhere without his little girl, like, welded to his hip. Those two went everywhere together, and they just seemed to have such a great time. His daughter loved the float. She's already said that she wants to come back, whether he's performing or not. So yeah, they just had such a great time. But yeah, Tony was the class act. He came up and thanked me. I friended him on Facebook later, and just because I was so impressed with his character.
Yeah, same. I think I'm going to do the same. I might have already, because I've been seeing him post in the float group. So he was all about it, and is still talking about it now. Mm-hmm. Where if he didn't care about it, he could have just not. You know what I mean?
Right. No, he did. He did excellent. And then what do we have after Tony? We had Razor. Razor performed. I've been looking forward to that act. And then and he fucking killed it. Like, well, we knew he was going to. And then Risk performed right after that. And Risk, I mean, everybody looks forward to Risk. He's I'd say unquestionably the biggest underground rapper in the Thayer and the whole southern part of Missouri. He sells tickets everywhere he goes, and of course he was riding high on the hype from Farrell the night before with Lawless.
Lawless, yeah, that was really good too. I want to check out that album for sure.
Oh yeah, and of course they had like 50 for sale. They had made up 50 CDs, and I followed them out there to tell them how impressed I was, and I was one of the lucky few that got them because they were gone in, I'd say, 5 minutes. They had sold out of all those CDs. So yeah, I've got one. It's not for sale. So and then of course we had IP who performed, who's a legend in the one of the biggest names in underground, and I look forward to this guy coming. He brought his wife this year, and she seemed to enjoy it. I didn't see as much of him this year because he dotes on her like I've never seen any husband do. He was, are you warm enough, honey? Are you cool enough? Are you hungry? He was just making sure she stayed content and happy the whole time. So it was very cute watching those two.
God,
where's he going?
Down.
Oh, okay.
Work.
So anyway, after him, of course, we had Kung Fu was our headliner that night. And I've talked to Kung Fu several times, he's called me to apologize because they could not get his flights arranged in time for us to pick him up. But we had a surprise that was coming that night anyway. That was just going to be a surprise, and it still was. But instead of those two getting to perform together, our boy Buckshot, who is one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life, most gracious, humble dudes, and super talented. Buckshot shows up and puts on a hell of a set and just really wraps out the float and style. So yeah, it was a great show. The whole event just worked out magically. So
yeah, Buckshot always puts on a really good live show, and it really sucked Kung Fu couldn't make it, and I know a lot of people are probably disappointed, but it's not always about the artists. It's just about all of us being together and being with Tom.
Yeah. Thank you. Well,
you, Tom.
Thanks, Cody. Has to make it weird. But no, I love you too.
I'm just saying.
No, I couldn't agree more with Laura. Buckshot, love the fuck out of that guy. He floated with us on Friday too. He came in and floated, didn't he? Didn't Buckshot float with us or no?
I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing him.
I swore I seen him on the river that day, but I was pretty drunk, so you never know.
You ate mushrooms, so
No, I didn't eat mushrooms. It scares me. One of these days, and even if I did do mushrooms, it wouldn't be at a music festival where we got all the crazy shit going on, like we do. It'd be somewhere, watching the brook, the water move and stuff like that.
Yeah, you probably would have been sitting right there by the water.
Yeah, I would not want to do that. So anyway, as on the way out, one of the Schindler girls, this might have been set up, but she hits me up and says, "Tom, can you help me?" And you're not going to tell, these 18-year-old girls you're not going to help them. So I'm like, "What do you need?" She goes, "Oh, I got to jump my car." So anyway, like, well, I got jumper cables. Where is it? And of course, I didn't know how much more Buckshot had left on the show, so I was like, I'm just going to race out there and jump this thing. I'll be right back. And it was on the other side of the damn field, way down there. So anyway, we're fumbling around in the dark trying to get these jumper cables attached, and then the music ends, and then I can hear from a distance Ogre saying the farewell speech, which I usually try to am there for and try to give, but I wasn't there, and so yeah, I was helping somebody at the time. So sorry anybody that missed me at the farewell speech. I tried to make it up at at breakfast the next day and make sure I said all my goodbyes and stuff. But that was the only real regret, was not being able to say goodbye to everybody at the end there. But Ogre did a great job putting the whole show together and keeping it together throughout the rough patch with the storms and stuff like that, and trying to help. And also we had some audio difficulty running that soundboard back and forth.
Ogre is a beast.
Yeah, and he doesn't sleep. So yeah, I'm sure we take several years off his life every time we have a float.
I heard he blew up a golf cart
going down. What's that?
I heard he blew up a golf cart though.
He blew one up?
All I know is I heard his golf cart blew up.
No, it didn't blow up. He lost one of the first nights. He lost one of the keys. He came up and said, "Tom, I don't know what I was, I think I dropped the keys." He was out there at 4 a.m. with a flashlight trying to find these fucking keys. Couldn't find them. And then another golf cart, the ignition wouldn't turn on it. So we were 2 golf carts down, and so I called the golf cart place, and they brought out 2 more the next day. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, that was one of the very few minor hiccups that he had to deal with over the course of it. We had on the lower end, which we've never had to deal with, there was a whole fraternity thing going on the lower end, on the south end, that you guys probably didn't even know about.
No, I saw Ogre drive over there a few times.
Yeah, there was some security issues. A lot of those college kids don't give a fuck if there's a gate or admission or anything like that. They wanted to come over, so he was having to deal with that nightmare on top of everything else. So I felt bad for him. But well, we made it through it. Another one. Like I said, everybody had a great time. I've heard nothing but good things about the float again this year. So hopefully our family continues to grow every year, like it has since the day we started it.
Well, I can tell you one thing, Tom. If you need any ideas on what to do better, call Jordan. He's got all of them for you.
Yeah, him and Cass are full of ideas. They are full of ideas. In fact, I was going to have him on. He had to work tonight, but I messaged him and said, now might be a chance for you to come on and tell us everything that we did wrong, because that's what he's doing. Whether I thought it was wrong or not, Jordan is to be the first one to tell you how to do it better.
He was cracking me up.
Yeah, him and Cass are great. In fact, I want to say, a big thanks to those guys. They marketed the shit out of us. It seemed like every personal post they made for 6 months it started out as, one of their inner thoughts, and it somehow spiraled into a float promotion at the same time. So those guys were great. So everybody, and not just them, there's so many people that's not float staff that are not getting paid. They're not doing anything besides just the love of this event. They go out there and they push this event because they believe in it. And, they know that the caliber of people that come to this, it's not, people say, well, it's kind of like a mini gathering. It's nothing like the gathering. It's, people say it's more chill. I don't even think it's more chill. There's shit going on all the time, but it just feels a little more wholesome, a little safer,
Yeah.
And the people that are there are just, I think, the cream of the crop when it comes, to this subculture. And I wouldn't change.
Tom, I told you after our first float, this was our 4th, I think. After the first one, I was like, it's great, and it's juggalos, but it's not the gathering, and it doesn't have to be the gathering.
Right.
Like, so many of us are there for the river, for the homies, and everything. The musical acts are great. Don't get me wrong, I love them, but like, there's the gathering for that. There's concerts
Right.
for that and everything, but the float is so unique, and it is just the best. And yeah,
I'm there for Tom and the River. Like those are my favorite two things about the float. It doesn't matter who performs; those are my favorite two things.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are too sweet. But it is. I mean, people keep asking me, "Well, are you salty that the gathering has got canoe rentals and floats and stuff?" And I'm like, I've seen the Rosemary River and I've seen the little route that they take, and they may paddle around for 100 yards of water, of brown water. It's not the float. It's there's no way it can compare to what goes on at the float. The gathering is the whole thing. The gathering is amazing and epic. If you haven't gone, you should go and check that out. I'm definitely going this year. I support Psychopathic, and those guys have always been great to me. So, I've got nothing but great things to say about the gathering, but the gathering is definitely not the float. It's not what the float started out being, which was just us getting together to get out of our houses to escape COVID for a few short days. And now it's turned into this kind of a movement. But anyway, I'm very proud of what it is. And, everybody that comes to it, I'm very appreciative and humbled that they've taken time and money to come spend that time with us in my hometown and where I grew up at. So, thanks, Phil. So yeah,
we appreciate y'all putting it on every year.
Yep.
Like,
thank you.
It's our event that we don't want to miss ever.
Oh, great. Well, it sounds like Laura says next year you and your lady are coming with me. Who's she talking to? Who you talking to, Laura? She's talking to you, Jellybean and Cody?
I will be on the river next year.
That's a spirit.
The Landalo thing, for anyone who's never done it or wondering about it, it was okay. Like the first day I just sat in the water and I got way sunburned. I was so excited to get sun that I didn't sunblock, I didn't cover. I was just like, yes. And I burned so bad. It was great. It was very chill. Everyone down there was awesome. And then the next day, the Friday float, I just kind of campsite hopped. Like I had to keep myself cool. I wasn't supposed to sweat with my dressing here. So I was just finding different shady campsites and just chilled with a whole bunch of people all day until they all came back. And it was great. So if you're scared of it, I kind of was. It's pretty fucking chill.
Yeah. Now, and the thing about that river, it's so cool. It's a constant 63, 64 degrees. You can sit in it and think that you're cool while you're actually frying. It evens your body temperature out where you don't know that you're as burnt as you are until later.
Just use off. It really helps.
Yeah, use the off. Copious amounts because it will save you.
Well, I think we're kind of overlooking one big thing, Tom, that we haven't talked about.
I don't think we are.
Probably the biggest news that came out of the float.
What? What's that? What are you talking about?
Ogre got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yes, that's right. I was as shocked as the rest of you guys. Yeah, Ogre got married.
We were about to leave, and he goes, "No, we got a surprise happening. I brought it in. It's right behind the curtain. Y'all should stay." And so we did, and it was amazing. I'm so glad we did.
No, yeah, that was, and then Sealope was the officiant of that. Of course, he did a great job, and he had baby girl just running around the stage the whole time. It was really a nice moment, and I was the first in the tent behind him to congratulate him on that. So, I already considered them married. Those two were, thick as thieves. So, but I was happy for those two.
I was too. That
awesome.
Was a really awesome moment to see.
A really cool surprise.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then we had, of course, we wrapped it up that night. And then Sunday morning, I rallied everybody up and started heading to the river bend for our farewell breakfast. Seemed like, I bet you were.
Seemed like you did great.
Yeah, you did. I can't imagine
you saying wife or husband to the opposite person. I want to see if I can add that into our wedding because it was a good funny spot. Made everybody laugh.
Yeah. No, he did great. So, yeah, but where was that? Oh yeah, Sunday loadout. So everybody loaded up about 9:30 or so, I think it was, and we headed to the river bend. And God, that place was packed. We easily like fill one room. We had the whole restaurant and the deck full of people. So that was fun to see. We couldn't even. I think there's group shots of us all in that one room. We were piled on the tables and yelling and whoop whoop. The poor people coming from church were just didn't know what the shit was going on. But no, it was good. It was a great time.
What time did y'all get up there for breakfast?
I got up there about 10 o'clock. Scotty and Amanda and Pierce, they were the first ones. Like, we're heading out there right now. We're hungry. So they left about, I'd say, 10 after 9. I said that I was going to be right behind them. I just wanted to make a circle, let everybody know that I'm heading out, and follow us up there. And then people sort of filtered in for about the next 2 hours up there and ate breakfast. And I'm sure they had a good experience. The food is always pretty good up there, and the scenery is, you couldn't ask for better. Overlooking Spring River. So we all had a fantastic time, and yeah, the event was great, and that was kind of it. Then it was 6 hours of paying bills and porta potties and hauling merch and side by sides back to the farm, back and forth. And by about 7 o'clock, I was done and sick and just ready to go to sleep. And I've been tired ever since. Today was my first.
Don't blame.
Today's your first stop day.
What's that?
Today your first.
Oh no! I mean,
going on day.
No, I went to work every day since then. I just felt like shit through it all. And then today, even this morning when I woke up, I didn't even have a voice. And luckily it's came back quite a bit by the time the show started. So yeah, Ogre hit me up last night and says, "Hey, we're doing a wrap-up show, aren't we?" And I'm like, "Are we?" And he goes, "Yeah, tomorrow at 7." I'm like, "Okay." So anyway, here we are. And then he hits the road.
Is he on his honeymoon or what? Just got some.
I don't know. He didn't say. I think he may be working on Ogre stuff. I'm sure some kind of hush musical.
That man's always
extravaganza that's going on, or who knows.
That's why he got married while he was working. That's how busy Ogre is.
Yes, yeah, he stays busy. That's for sure. But anyway, guys, I think that wraps up our show. Does anybody have any questions for us? Anything about the event itself that you guys want to shout out, or anything that we can cover before we wrap things up?
Who's got questions? Oh, there's the float.
Oh yeah, that was the Thursday crew. The Saturday crew went way out onto the falls. But look at
that looks, because that's the guy I was talking about.
I think that's Saturday.
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, because I'm in the back with my rubber ducky hat because you saved my head.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Because there's Freaky P. I don't think he floated on Thursday. So you're right. That was the Friday float.
It was a lot of people. It may not look like it in that photo, but I assure you that was a very long picture.
No, yeah. There's a lot of people out there, but yeah, I couldn't be happier for the turnout and all the floaters. Everybody had a great time. So many new faces this year that I was happy to see. So
us too. New queen contestants we hadn't seen before. More people out there floating and just meeting new people, and you brought us all together, Tom. Good job.
Oh, thanks. I mean, yeah, Ogre played a major role in that. And of course, Drew has done all the productions for the shows this whole season, and has done an amazing job. I couldn't even be doing this right now if Drew wasn't killing it.
Speaking of Drew, shout out Sam. It was great meeting you finally, and great cotton candy.
I'll make sure to pass the word along. I appreciate y'all for what you do. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting here watching this shit. So it gives me something to do. Much love.
Now there's Ivy. Ivy, thank you, sweetheart. I know that you're watching now. You did such a great job at Float Queen host, and you just fucking killed it. I'm officially inviting you back to do it again next year because you just were so great at it.
And shout out Drew for being a hell of a drummer.
Yeah. Drew got a chance to not work the whole time that he was there. He actually, not that he gets to float or anything, he's working that, but he did get to drum a little bit, which he's very talented at. So yeah, everybody had a good time. Everybody has at least a few moments of bliss at the float. So I couldn't ask for more than that. So, and then of course Billy did Morton's List, put out the best Morton's List to date at the float. I mean, he did such a great job. He even sent me this list. You know, it was so professionally done, and then he ran it like a well-oiled machine. Everybody had a great time. So thank you, Billy, for knocking out the Morton's List for us, making sure everybody had something to do that was fun and interesting, no matter how, no matter what you're into. But anyway, I guess that's going to wrap us up for the recap show, and we'll who knows what's going to happen. Ogre keeps telling me about we're going to, we'll cover it next week. I'm like, what's next week? This thing's over till next year. And
bring it back.
Maybe what if we do this, or what if we maybe do a show with some interviews? And I'm like,
I have 3 TVs in my living room. The World Cup is going on. Every Thursday, I want to see the World Cup and your beautiful face on my TV. And you're on the big one. I won't tell you what I do with that, but you're on the big one.
Oh my God. Why? Why do you do that? It's so nice until the end, where you just make it so weird. Anyway, Jelly Bean do something with him. But guys, thank you so much. It was great, you guys coming on and helping me host this a little bit tonight. You guys are amazing. I love both of y'all so much.
Thank you. And
not in a weird way, Cody. But there's Bruce. There's the Warwolf right there. There's the guy that saved the night of wrestling, and is now the owner of the Float Championship belt, which we will see if who we're going to match him up against next. But you couldn't ask for a better guy to root for than Bruce McGowan. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, Kyle, all the people that hosted shows, all the staff that worked the float tirelessly this year, Dave Campbell, Drew, Sam, all you guys did amazing. I love all you guys to death. And I guess that's it. Am I forgetting anything, guys? Forgetting anybody?
I think that's it, man. Float. We love all of y'all. Thank y'all.
One more thanks to Mini Islands and their staff that helped us get our people up there safely, get the canoes in the water for us, make sure everybody had a good time, kept the lights on, the power going. So, Mini Islands, Bob Wood, Shannon Wood.
And the food vendors. The Mexican place was good. You should bring them back next year.
I agree. Those guys were awesome. Of course, the Shaggy Cow is a fan favorite too. So we'll have those guys coming back too. It was great. It was probably my favorite one yet, I have to say.
Can't wait for next year, Tom.
Me too. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. Y'all have a good night.
Float.
Where my boxes at?
Lola's below me.
No, I saw you down your shoes.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I kept having
We love you, Tom.